Told for calling my sister a fat bitch after she insulted my son. I, 44 male, have a 19-year-old son who I will refer to as Max. Max has always been slightly overweight, not fat but not skinny, either weighing around 250 pounds at 6'4". He was incredibly active in high school, playing football as well as wrestling for his school. He has always been a little embarrassed by his extra chub, but has been slowly growing more and more confident as he has gotten older, which has been incredibly encouraging to watch. My 39 female sister, who I will call Beth, and I have never had a strong relationship. During her childhood, she was often given special treatment due to minor health conditions she had, which led to her constantly tormenting me until I was finally able to move out at 18. After I moved, I went in limited contact with all of my family. However, when I began to have children, my wife encouraged me to try to be more involved with family for the sake of my kids. My children became very close with my nieces and nephews over the years, so I continued to keep the peace for the sake of my kids. All of this leads to today, my niece's 22nd birthday. Of course, my family attended the party, which was held at Beth's house. In the beginning, everything was going fine. The kids were spending time with their cousins while my wife and I were enjoying the party as well. Max was sitting on the couch in the living room playing a game on his cousin's Xbox, along with his younger cousin, when Beth decided to provide the unwanted comment of, "You know, Max, if you spent a little less time on those video games, you could probably drop a few pounds. Maybe find yourself a girlfriend." The party fell quiet as Max sat there embarrassed by Beth's comments. I responded to Beth by saying, "Don't be ridiculous. This is a party. We're all sitting around eating and drinking, having a good time. Why are you trying to embarrass him?" To which she replied, "I wasn't trying to embarrass him. I was just trying to offer him some advice. It's not my fault he's so sensitive." After I heard that, I snapped back at Beth, saying, "Who the fuck do you think you are to be giving my son advice about his weight? Max goes for a run every morning and works as a carpenter. When was the last time you climbed a flight of stairs?" Beth, looking offended, snarled, "Good Lord, I was just trying to help him out, and you insult me like that. You always did have an anger issue. I feel bad for your wife." After that, I snapped. I yelled back, "You're just a fat bitch who tried to embarrass my son in front of all of our family just so you could get some attention. Then you have the balls to try and insult me? Go fuck yourself, you stupid bitch." After that, my wife and kids and I all left. Since then, my phone has been bombarded with texts and calls from family members telling me to apologize. I spoke to my wife about it, and while she agrees Beth was out of line for saying what she said, I took it too far and need to apologize to Beth and my niece for causing a scene on her birthday. So, am I the asshole?
I really want to say no. Because, fuck it. No, you're not the asshole. I've done
Okay.
it too.
So, are you the asshole for calling your sister a fat bitch after she insulted your son? No. Are you an asshole for causing a fucking scene on your niece's birthday? Yeah. Are
Yeah.
you the asshole for bringing more attention to her comment of what she said about your son and making it known to literally everybody? Yes.
Yeah.
That's what makes you the asshole. You took what she said, which was said around a certain amount of people, and you made it known to everybody.
That's true. I was just
That would
so
be
focused.
so embarrassing.
Oh
If
my
I was
gosh.
him,
Yeah.
I would be like half like, haha, like that's crazy you just said that, and half like you literally just embarrassed me. It would totally depend on my age. Like if that happened, it depends also like who's around.
Yeah.
But like I feel like if it happened more now, like I would be a little like thank you for standing up for me. But if I was like 16 or something and
Mm-hmm.
that happened, I would be crying. Like I would be so
Because you had
embarrassed.
to live with the people. I was just so focused on what he said. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't. On the edge of my seat.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
I feel like not the asshole. Mm,
I think
You have to
he's
be a
like,
little more cool about it. Like, just say it to Beth.
yeah, like he could have pulled her aside. But like she was being a brat. Like
Yeah.
she's like, oh, you always had an anger issue. I feel bad for your wife. Like, dude, you like what is wrong with you? Why can't you just shut the fuck up?
I have a couple of family members who just sound exactly like Beth.
Yeah, that reminded me of some of your family
Yeah.
members.
So yeah.
So when I was reading that the first time.
Yeah. Like you don't. I don't like really hold a lot of like angry thoughts in my heart against my family, but like I feel like they do.
Yeah.
And like you say one thing that you're like takes a lot of effort to say and actually bravery to say it, and then they respond with something that like feels like they just always are hateful, and it's like I understand. It's like
Yeah.
what does the anger in the wife have to do with any of this stuff? What is anything to do with any of this stuff? Like you should just pull Beth aside.
Like, yeah, like saying that Beth was stupid in what she said, but you took it too far and you need to apologize to her. No, you don't need to apologize to her. She can apologize to you. She's the one who started it. But
Yeah,
your niece,
exactly.
yeah, you should apologize to
Yeah,
your
in
niece.
a vacuum where it's just you and Beth, you're not the asshole, but you gotta, yeah,
He should not have to be the one to go and apologize.
yeah. Maybe Beth can apologize to everybody for starting it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm really want to say not the asshole and just
It sounds like she's
send
not
it.
used to being called out, and you finally decided to call her out when she usually gets away with all the shit that she'll snarky comments she'll say to people or about people,
That's what I'm
and then
saying.
you finally call her out and you're like, I'm done
Hmm.
with this is stupid,
And you're the
don't,
villain.
and then you're the villain. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I can relate to that for sure.
So someone said, not the asshole, apologize to the niece but not your sister, she doesn't deserve one.
Exactly.
Someone said, everyone sucks here. If I were Max, I would be embarrassed by the scene you both caused.
Everyone sucks here. Yeah.
So, it seemed like that was kind of the dealio. Like, either it was
Yeah.
not the asshole or everyone sucks here.
I always forget that's an option.
I don't think I think he sucks in certain ways, but he doesn't suck in the way that he was asking the question, which was,
No.
like, should I have even said it to her at all?
Yeah.
Like, I think she deserved it.
Yeah. In the context of the question, like, no, you're not the asshole. But like, we need to have a little bit of self-awareness in surroundings.
Also, if he was getting like real loud and like a kind of like I don't know what his tone was like, but if it was coming across aggressive, like she's claiming, like the sister is kind of like, oh, you have anger issues. If it was coming off very aggressive and like depending on how you look, like that could have been like a little bit scary for the people around, but we obviously don't know that context, so.
Yeah, I am sick of family members, and this is what Beth just did, is saying something escalating, and then when you respond, escalated, they say, "Why are you escalating the situation?"
Yeah.
Good Lord, I was just trying to give advice.
It's like, also, can we just say 250 pounds at what he was
He's
6'1"?
6'4".
6'4"?
He's 6'4", Patty.
Like,
He's a giant.
probably like, it probably isn't that bad.
He's super thin and tall.
Like he's probably like average.
And he's
Like
probably
for
really
his
muscular
height.
too.
Yeah, because he was doing football. I was just thinking like he's probably like very like more like muscle. Like he might be like I can kind of picture probably how he looks, and he probably doesn't look that bad. So yeah.
Yeah, he's less weight than me, and he's way taller than me. So he's probably be like really muscular and tall. So I don't know why. Yeah, I feel like not the asshole, and everyone sucks for
I
me.
think it's good to like